Hello everyone, this is the how-to guide for our Unit 1 Task 1 cell reading. As always, you're going to start the task by filling out your name and the date, reading through this task description, and then answering these questions. You put the task description in your own words, you read the skill and put it in your own words, and then you rank yourself on how well you think you are in those skills. Here's the rubric, and you can see how we're going to be grading you for this task. We want to see how well you can develop claims, how well you can assess the value of something, and of course, your time management. In the first part, you're going to be reading about cells and answering check-in questions. So there's going to be short paragraphs just explaining different parts of the cell. Then you're going to have a couple check-in questions along the way. I've highlighted the key words in yellow, and I've underlined what I think are the most important parts of those paragraphs. So read and answer those questions. I've included some pictures to help you, and then you'll get to part 2. For this one, you're going to highlight whether the cell part, which is this bolded word, can be found in just plant cells, just animal cells, or both. Because if you remember from the class session, and as you'll learn in the reading, some parts are only in plants, some parts are only in animals, and some parts are in both. So I've given you an example. So for example, the cell membrane, that's the cell part, we can find that in both plant and animal cells. So I've highlighted both. So you'll complete that for each of these cell parts. If you don't know the cell part, go ahead and look it up in an outside source and use that to help you decide if it's in a plant, animal, or both. For the final section, you're going to practice developing claims. So you'll choose one fact from cell theory below. There are 2 listed here. These are both facts. Then you're going to provide a strong argument as to why the fact you chose is true. To provide this argument, please use supporting evidence from the reading that you just did or from outside sources. If you use an outside source, you must cite your source. You must tell me where you got that information. So for example, if I choose claim 1, all living organisms are composed of one or more cells, I'm going to put that here as my claim. Then I'm going to put my evidence or my argument as to why this fact is true. And if I've used any outside sources, like if I Googled anything and I used any websites, I'm going to put them right here to tell the teacher where I got them from. Please do not copy and paste from other websites. I want you to put it in your own words and then list the sources. So that's it. 3 sections. The first is this reading. The second is determining if it's from a plant cell, an animal cell, or both. The third is to practice developing claims by writing an argument. As always, let me or Ms. Smith know if you have any questions, and the best way to do well on the tasks is to come to class. So I hope to see you in class soon.